wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I mean, I know this was the number one thing that I wanted to do. I knew this was number one. I wasn't sure that I could go back and make the transition, and I knew it was going to be extremely challenging. So, that's why I reached out to you for advice and to have someone kind of help steer me along the way, because I wasn't even sure if it was possible to make the transition. Number one, so I needed someone who's been in the business and was a professional and dealt with the job search environment and knew what was possible. And I needed someone who could kind of steer me in the right direction and knew what was possible, what wasn't. You have to get your mind right, and in going through the ups and downs, it's like a roller coaster. You start off strong, you start off with tons of activity, and you're getting a lot of things going. It takes a toll on your personal life. Mm-hmm. So you kind of see the lows in your personal life, and you go from the highs to the lows mentally, and it's very challenging, especially on a long-term basis, trying to maintain that level of activity at a high level. So I've struggled throughout the process, keeping the activity up and keeping my mindset, staying positive. This process definitely helped for the long term as far as mindset goes. I've never had to deal with something this challenging for so long, so constant, taking, every ounce of extra time that I had, but just having someone to hold you accountable. I mean, there's times where I thought of giving up, where I knew that I couldn't let you down, and times where I may have given up if I was doing it on my own. Where having somebody hold you accountable really keeps you focused, and you kind of wipe all that negative stuff swirling around in your head, and you just start fresh, and just it gives you that energy to just start the next day fresh and stay focused on end result. I reached out to the pro finders. I spoke to different people, and you just seemed like probably the person who was the most relatable. Your package was different. Their packages were different. Some of them were more like an a la carte type of package where you kind of pay as you go, and they do this many sessions, or you pay for this many sessions. Yours was by far the most comprehensive. Was a gut feeling where it just felt right, and I didn't feel like I'm paying this person this much money and I got to keep paying and paying, or I might have had to pay the top dollar, but this person's going to stick with you no matter how long it takes, and it just felt right. When you just feel like you're not getting any traction, when you have someone who's an expert in interviewing and salary negotiation and being creative in ways to contact people, someone who does this day in, day out is going to be more effective with their time. Normally, I would go run to the job boards and I would contact decision makers within a company. When I'm constantly making connections with people who have influence in the business, I was able to get in front of a lot of decision makers. So definitely being able to turn to someone who knows exactly what they're doing, who's a professional and who's been through this 1,000 times, it definitely helps to have an expert in your court. So whatever money you pay, that money is going to pay itself off 10 times over.